Alright guys, welcome on back to the next episode on Hogwarts Legacy. Picking up where we left off after we introduce ourselves to some of the Gryffindor classmates. We're now going to exit the common room and meet Professor Weasley outside.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Hey, cool.
This
Follow
way.
Professor Weasley.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
Right behind you.
Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, portrait of Barufio. Sorry. This portrait depicts the wizard Barufio, famed for his brain elixir, and as an example of what happens when incantations are improperly spoken, he once said S instead of F and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. You just unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appear here. Okay, so... Okay, your level's in the upper left. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. So we must do the field guide challenges. This is your wizarding level XP earned from challenges. Increases your level and power. Each challenge has tiers. Special rewards unlock at each tier you complete, from appearances to critical upgrades. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked. Okay, that's cool.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
One-Eyed Witch Passage. Man, this is just too cool.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay, you've discovered a flue flame fast travel point. You can open the map at any time to fast travel to any discovered flue flames. Hogwarts is divided into two main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live, and includes the house common rooms and the Great Hall. Okay, select the South Wing region to continue. In this view, you can see the flue flames available in that region. Green flue flames represent flames that you have discovered, including your own house common room. Gray flue flames reveal the location of undiscovered flames. The right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including the astronomy tower, library, and greenhouses. Select the library annex region to continue. Professor Weasley has unlocked the Central Hall flue flames for you. Use the right stick to rotate the map and fast travel to the Central Hall flue flames with square. It's pretty cool. Like, nice little fast travel that they have.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Okay, so let's go ahead and ask her these questions.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
He said to keep it between us. She seems pretty trustworthy.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
It's a good thing
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig.
It's a good thing we didn't say
Your ears
anything.
must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
That's pretty cool. Let's talk to Professor Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okay, open the quest log. Okay, so the little crest represents main quest. Completing main quest will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spell and or level requirements. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and or have the required spell to activate the quest. These spells can be earned by completing professor's assignments or as quest rewards. Track a quest, and then hit X to continue. Oh, I have to use the touchpad? Defense against the dark arts or charms? We'll go defense against the dark arts first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
10 defense against the dark arts class. Quest complete. Welcome to Hogwarts. That's the charmed compass. Oh, okay, so you hit up on the D-pad and it gives you like a... like, this is the way. Okay, so I see a little field guide over here.
Revelio.
Wyvern Fountain. This fountain is the Transfiguration Courtyard. Has a likeness of a wyvern on top and serves as a relaxing place for students to gather, despite rumors to the contrary, possibly started by Sir Cadogan. This is most assuredly not meant to be the wyvern of Y, slain by the lively knight in spite of himself. Oh wow, so yeah, that gets you, doing those gets you leveled up really pretty quick. It's against the Dark Arts Tower. kind of gives you a reason to
I
look
did
around.
not pay for all your school things to be rewarded with a house full of hexes.
Oh my
Your
god, she's
father
got
thinks
one
that
of
Mungo's
the...
to get his horns removed, and it's taken the house elf a week to unstick that screaming portrait.
She got a howler.
You
Oh
will
my god, she
behave,
got a
or so
howler.
help me Merlin, I will bring
Look
you
at her.
straight back home.
Oh my god, dude, that's too cool. She got a howler.
Revelio.
Painting of Ilias. Painting depicts the young orphan wizard Ilias, who famously saved his entire village from an army of Dementors and the dark wizard Residian? I think that's how you pronounce it. Maybe, I don't know, I might have botched it. By conjuring a mouse Patronus. Plus 15 HP. So, do we get any cool things with leveling up? That quests are now available. I wonder why it's making me use a touchpad. It was letting me use the analog earlier. Is that like a setting? I changed that? I wonder why it switched. I'm gonna dial that pitch off. I feel like that's making it to where like his voice kind of echoes a little bit. I don't know. It's making me use the touchpad, which is weird, but I was able to use the analog earlier, so I don't know. See, it's still doing it. Weird. Hmm. Just kind of a pain in the ass to get that far over on the screen. Man, come on. Get over there. Do anything? Just if I want to wear the glasses or not. No glasses. What's the headwear? I was gonna say, I guess this could be initial bug. Cause like, yeah, I can't do anything with the. It's like it's not even going over the headwear. Just completely skipping over it. Can you listen to me, please? There's not really a point in any of those. It's just if I want them. Oh, see, now it's letting me use the analog. See, that was weird. Into the trousers. So, okay, so it's showing what it. I just want to mess with the menu a little bit and see what's. You get legendary gloves. Get back to the challenges. Okay. We just hit level 2, which is kind of cool. Let's go ahead and begin the defense against the dark arts.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today, we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
I like
One
this
thing
teacher.
I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
I think I want to get rid of those gloves. Gloves look kind of weird.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
It was got knocked over.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time,
Yes.
cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, A surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully had you. Now, well done.
Okay, so it's right trigger, circle.
Very
That's
good.
that.
But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may
Boy, you're
begin.
about to get your wet ass whooped.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Only all my students were this adept.
Leviosa.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
I knocked him
Try
off.
to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Oh, I knocked him
Not
off.
bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen
Yeah,
today
and
is
shutting
any
that pitch
indication,
off
we
was
can expect
definitely a good
great things
route
from you.
to go.
I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Yeah, no shit.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've had my share of wand combat. It was never used my wand in combat.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
That's like a side quest or something? Defense against the Dark Arts class. Okay. First class student, 10 False class. How we set on time? We are at about 29 minutes. I'll go ahead and do Charms class. Let's go. That was actually fairly quick, so we might be able to knock this one out too. Just gotta make sure I keep an eye out for those field guide challenges. If I see anything next to like a painting or something. Oh, it's a cat. Oh, you can pet the kitty. Anything? I do like this. Like this feels good. Combat's great.
Have to remind him to finish the lesson.
They definitely put you into the game. Like you definitely get full immersion. And the thing is, you can even immerse yourself like even more by like knocking out some of the HUD options if you want to.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay, so Akio. Alright. So
Akio.
that brings it. Okay, that's cool.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
What am I doing?
Very
Okay.
simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment.
Pulls the target
Now,
closer to the
think
caster.
of
Hold
this like
R2 and
gobstones,
press the
if you
assign
will.
button
But
to cast
instead of
Accio
throwing
and
the
pull a
marbles
target
out, you
closer.
are summoning them toward you.
Press the button
The
again
trick
to
is to
cease
pull
casting
the
a
sphere
spell.
as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall. Yes? Now I could keep talking about theory. Splendid!
Oh.
Don't lose your composure.
My bad, pimp.
Very good.
Oh, shit.
Not to worry. Excellent control
No!
there. Happens to the best of us.
I failed all of those.
Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
I would like a better run.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp.
What the hell? She got a 50, no problem.
Splendid!
Here we go. Phew.
Oh, that's too fast, too fast. Oh, we got it! Okay, it's even.
Let us see this.
Oh, don't tell me she's gonna get a 50. Oh, she got a 50. That's bullshit.
That is how it's done.
It's a tie.
That's it! Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Okay, so she got a 30.
There we go.
And no. Oh shit. That was bad.
Watch this.
What? I gotta make up for it. Too far, too far. Oh no! Oh.
Stay focused.
Yeah, she got me this time.
Here we go.
Yeah, see, even if I get a 50, she won. And I overshot it again.
Do not be discouraged.
I want to redo.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
I want to redo.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit longer. I wanted to finish the first day of classes, and then after we talk to the Professor here, we're gonna wrap up.
To be precise, Sebastian.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Okay. Charms class. 260 XP. You get to level 3? Nope, not quite. Alright, so I think this is a good place to wrap up. I'm gonna go ahead and save. And yeah, so see, I don't know what caused the settings to do that earlier on. But yeah, it's not doing it now. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. See you in the next episode, where I believe we are going to Hogsmeade.